So we are working around a visualization and communication studio, and particularly under the term called speculation, which is, we imagine and we create a particular scenario. So currently we are speculating a scenario where a portal has opened. It's like a black hole which is opened from parallel universe, and humanoids, which are basically a mixture of humans and robots, have come down here on particular different sorts of, let's just say, environment on our earth. And that is what our scenario is. And we are trying to figure out how these humans who have multiple races like Aries, Aquarius, Satiraka, and Nova. So these are like races which exist in humans as well. So, Aries can fly, Aquarius can, they are more underwater. They are underwater. There's Nova, which are bioluminescent creatures. And all of them have like different different capabilities, right? So they have different features. And depending on that, their architecture is also going to differ. The ones who are in water is going to be, curvy architecture, flowy architecture. They have particular sorts of environment. For example, Nova can sustain at a particular height. Aries can fly. So what are the elements? What are the situations under we can create spaces for them now? So that is something that we are looking forward for. And we like to focus on the spaces like energy harvesting units, the pods, that thing. Yeah, so this is like it is actually known that architecture is only about spaces and building design and everything. But I'm so glad that our students are focusing on different technologies also. As she told you about these humanoids, which might happen after 50 plus years or so. So this is a futuristic or speculative studio in which you are just imagining that this will happen after a few years, and so is the technology also, because these spaces, these so-called spaces, has to be strengthened with a different kind of technology. And architecture students who are known for not going into technology, we are trying to define it, because our students are actually focusing a lot on technology also, like magnetic field. The spaces are revolving using magnetic field, levitation. So this is really amazing, and glad to see our students are doing this. That too, students from fourth semester, fourth and such young stage, and we are really happy about it. Thanks to all these, net series and all that, which are actually, I guess, influencing them to go about it. Yeah. So this whole studio started with, character design, because we haven't seen these kind of characters who will have wings to fly, or the Nova, which has that bioluminescent light or something like that. So it started with that. Students actually came up with their idea of humanoid after 50 plus years. Okay, एक scene छोटा सा एक scenario मुझे छोटा सा याद आ गया. If you remember, 5 years back, we all faced COVID. And at that time, I remember we were not at all ready for that kind of situation. So I think this is a good start to think something which is not insane right now, but after 50 or 100 years, maybe it might happen. So we should be ready. So this is the approach for our studio. See, usually our studios revolve around a very practical scenario. They are given a scenario. This is the chunk of land. This is your requirement. This is what you have to design. But as we go ahead, like we say, the future is nearer than it actually is. So we need to think on different tangents, on a futuristic tangent, not just what the time demands right now, but what the future demands as well, right? On the newer tangents, to think on new tangents, it is really important to work on such scenarios, to create such scenarios, and to explore the unexplored part of architecture. Another angle for this kind of thing is, I have seen many of our students going into a film line or something like that. Game design, then sci-fi, set design. So I think this is very much needed in this era right now. Even if it will happen or not, that is another question after 50 years or 100 years. But right now, this all knowledge or this all practice will definitely help them in these areas, where our students are really getting fascinated a lot. There are many students working in this scenario. So, Iron Man जैसी movies या फिर Marvel जैसी movies. So why not design these kind of spaces? So this is one of the one key element is that, see, we talk about our studio, which is visualization and communication. So apart from the general visualization scenario, here we are trying to visualize things which are not usual, which we do not see in day-to-day's life. So that kind of triggers their curiosity, creativity, as well as newer ideas. So of course, we can imagine some very unusual results from this kind of approach of the studio.